It is a lovely Saturday here at the NMH studios. You are joined, that is, by Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. And today we are bringing you that is the sport wrap-up show. What is a Saturday without the wrap-up show, where we show you some of the highlights of the day. Of course, the sport wrap show today didn't have any live events that took place, but our people are all over the place trying to make sure that we have you covered in terms of what we need to update. And of course, the biggest one happening this weekend was at the south, and that was between Ocean Swallows and Ongos. That was Oranienmund that played against Ocean Swallows. A big one. People enjoyed that one. Oranienmund defeated Ocean Swallows 19-5. That is in the Ongos Valley Sevens. Now, Otis Daniels was there and has these videos and footage compiled for us.
Hi viewers, I'm in the company of Mr. Abed Erastus, the marketing executive for Ongos Valley.
Yes.
So I'm so curious, why Sevens Rugby?
I think as a company, we are very much involved in community development. Sports development is one of our key focus areas.
Yes.
And since we've been involved in football, we've been involved in basketball, we've been involved in netball.
Wow.
And we felt that this is the right time to get involved in
You're
rugby.
sports driven.
Yes, very much so. Yes.
So tell us about the sponsorship.
I think the sponsorship is an agreement over 5 years with the NRU and the Western Suburbs Rugby Club along with Ongos Valley.
Wow.
And we see this as sort of like the first step towards, uplifting sevens in the country, and then eventually creating a national sevens team that can compete internationally on the world stage.
Definitely, we need that. It's been quiet on the Sevens circuit.
Very much so. Very much so. Very much so.
So in terms of the competition, tell us about the structure.
Okay, it's this competition takes over 3 rounds.
Yes.
So we're here at the first round, which is a southern round.
Yes.
We have 4 first divisions teams taking place here, and then from here, what will happen is a southern region all-stars team will be created and selected, and they will take part in the championship round, which is taking place on the 4th and 5th of October.
Okay, the second one will be at the coast.
Yes, the second round is the coastal round. That'll be in Soccermont on the 28th of September.
Hosted by Dolphins Rugby
Hosted
Club.
by Dolphins Rugby Club, that's correct.
What are your expectations for this competition?
I think for today, we want the players to express themselves, to show them what they have.
Yes.
I think the Karas region is one of the strongholds for rugby.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of unearthed gems here, and we just like to find them. We hope we can find some today.
Yes. So tell me, in terms of your message to the teams, the players, and spectators, as well as the residents of Keetmans, what would that be?
I think, come enjoy an afternoon of great rugby. Obviously sevens is the much shorter version of the game, so we expect a lot of tries, expect a lot of points.
Yes.
So we just want
action
the community,
galore.
yes, very much action galore, and we just want the community of Keetmans to pop in and come see what your sevens players are all about.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Ons is met die visie-president van die Namibiese Rugby Unie, meneer Johan Diergaard. Ek moet sê 'n baie explosive toernooi wat jy afgespeel het. Wat is u gevoel?
Ja, absoluut. Dit is baie goed georganiseer. Ek is baie dankbaar vir die organiseerders, Ongos en Keetmans en Western Suburbs is goed by mekaar gesit. Ek dink dit kan net baie groot en verder uitbou. Die kwaliteit van organisering was baie goed. Die kwaliteit van rugby kan dan gewerk word. Maar uit die aard van die saak, die ouetjies het lanklaas gespeel en hulle liga het omtrent 2-3 maande gelede al gestop, so dis weer 'n opbou na 'n nuwe fase en ek dink hulle het 'n goeie span ook gekies.
Meneer Diergaard, wat sou u sê het vir u uitgestaan in hierdie wedstryde vandag?
Wel, die gewilligheid, die feit dat van hoe dit go was altyd gewilligheid hier ons kies het goed saamgewerk, almal het goed saamgewerk, goed georganiseer, elke klub het sy kant gebring. Daar is nie en dissipline was goed op die veld, alhoewel daar baie geel kaarte was, maar dit is as gevolg van toepassing van die reël baie streng rondom hoogtackle en dit hoort so.
Ek moet sê die standaard is hoog gestel. Wat wil jy vir die manne daar by die kus sê wat die volgende toernooi gaan wees?
Wel, die kus sal moet uital en wys.
Ja.
Dit gaan om hierdie toernooi, self windhoek ook.
Ja.
Om hierdie toernooi te verbeter die gehalte van organisering. Ek hamer daarop. Sal groot stappe moet wees en hulle sal gereed moet wees om dit te doen.
Enige boodskap aan die voornemende 7 spelers daar buite?
Wel, ons 7 program het vandag amptelik afgeskop. Die is die eerste seleksie van 'n groep.
Ja.
Ons gaan in Swakop ook 'n groep gaan kies en dan gaan ons 'n finale groep gaan kies die dag oor 2 weke wanneer ons die Premier League almal bymekaar het. En dan gaan ons begin werk aan ons 7 talente en ons 7 mense om spanne te begin verteenwoordig en uit te stuur.
Baie dankie meneer Deurgat. Gino, well done, a hard deserved win for you guys. How are you feeling?
Yeah, just as you said, hard deserved win. Didn't come easily. A lot of guys in the games are in the space of one day. So yeah, so really we pulled it through in the end. Obviously our old rivals, Ocean Salo. So yeah,
yes.
Wasn't a comfortable win, but we just had that extra bit in the tank.
Yes.
Yeah, so well done to the boys and everyone that came out today.
How did you find the tournament?
So the tournament, like I said in the beginning, is something very good.
Yeah.
It definitely happen often, where we can identify much, or not much, but a lot of talent in the south.
Yes.
So we need opportunities like this for guys even coming out of school or first years. Yes. To showcase the talent and obviously to get an opportunity maybe one day on a bigger stage. Yeah. So while on the Ongos Valley, this is a really good initiative. Ongos Valley partnered with FNB Western Suburbs. So yeah, we're really thankful for the cooperation and they came to the south to actually experience a bit of southern rugby. Yeah.
Good. So where to for your team from here?
So obviously season is long gone, the 15th.
Yes.
But definitely small tournaments coming up.
Yes.
So obviously we'll take this forward.
Yes.
Like this was trial, so yeah, definitely there's few tournaments coming up that we'll like to play or that we'll be playing.
Yes.
So but yeah, from here onwards, great spirit by the boys.
Yes.
Obviously we needed this one just to bring the spirit back to the club, and what a better way to bring it but to beat our rivals. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
That's it.
And well done.
Thank you.
Was selected today to represent the South from the Kipmanshoop Rams, David Sakias. We also have Edward Stein. And last player from the Rams is Morique Berger. Couple of representatives from the Boeg Swallows. We have Christo Smith, Sean Farmer, Ramanzo Lento, Zacharias Molienge, and Vilo Inkono. Then to complete the team from the winning finalists, we have Activa Amulungu, Winnispia Temers, Rodwood Stefanus, yeah, and then last but not least, also the winning captain, Gino Wilson.
That last photo you saw there was the team of the Sevens in Kipmanshoop. Obviously, we do hope and anticipate that the competition will continue to grow as it comes down to Windhoek, where there will also be some intense rugby to be played. Speaking of intense stuff, while at the forefront of a tense championship battle, McLaren say they are proactively offered to change their somewhat controversial rear wing, rumors have surfaced about the future of seasoned veteran and rookie, and organizational changes may be in a change. Red Bull needs to regain their footing in Formula One, and it could be a cause for further faltering. But Irina Marie, who's an expert in terms of Formula One, I'm sure she will tell us more about that. For me, I can only drive a car, but I've never been on a Formula One, and obviously Irina Marie is one of the experts who has been following these events closely. Let's hear from her.
You better enjoy it while it lasts, because after this race in Singapore, Formula One will take another 4-week break. But to make up for those 4 weeks that we likely won't see too much of our drivers, we have gotten a lot of news and a lot of drama in the past week since Baku. So, starting off strong, Max Verstappen has been not fined, not sentenced, but rather ordered by the stewards to do an act of public service after swearing in the Thursday press conference. This after Yuki Tsunoda was fined for swearing on the radio, and there have been a couple of other run-ins with the stewards. A couple of people called to the stewards for crude language. So they have noted that this is not as serious of an offence as some other instances of swearing in crude language, but nonetheless they have asked Max to do something nice for the people, to be a man of the people for a moment, to clear his name of his sins. Other sins in Formula One, according to some people, are McLaren's rear wing, which has been dubbed the mini DRS. So there's a little bit of a slit in their rear wing, and that slit is there permanently. It's not subject to their rear wing being open or closed. It's not subject to, DRS availability. It's just there. It's slit in the back of their rear wing. So some people have said that this is not supposed to be in the sport. But however, McLaren and Oscar Piastri have all said that this is according to regulation. It's entirely legal. But McLaren have also said that they have proactively offered, quote unquote, to change their rear wing after conversations with the FIA. Some sources, however, say that McLaren were asked. Some say that McLaren were told, but McLaren themselves say they proactively offered to change their rear wing. There's no telling whether they will show up with this rear wing this weekend. It's unlikely that they will be able to implement changes that fast. Unclear yet as to whether they will be in the race with their rear wing. We'll have to see what happens there. But talk about being in the race, Max Verstappen is predicting that Singapore is not going to be their easiest weekend. You'll recall that Singapore was also the only circuit at which a non-Red Bull driver won last year, so it was expected that they were going to have a similar performance here again this year, especially given how competitive things are currently in the top 4 teams. So then Daniel Ricciardo over at Red Bull's sister team, Daniel Ricciardo, has very gingerly responded to rumors that he will be losing his race seat. Those rumors come and they go. They are here again. Whether they are going to go with Daniel Ricciardo out of his Formula One seat remains yet to be seen. But they ebb and they flow. They come and they go. So Daniel Ricciardo has said that that's just the nature of Formula One. You know, one weekend you're down and out, and the next weekend you stand on the podium and you're the hero of Formula One. And while that is true, Daniel Ricciardo has not performed according to his expectations. The expectation when they took him out from being a reserve driver at Red Bull into that second team seat was that he was going to eventually work himself back into Red Bull. He's not performed on pace with even Yuki Tsunoda, his teammate. So there's really no reason for him to be moved up into Red Bull, and there's really no reason to believe that he has been on par with the expectations for him coming back into Formula One. So this might be Daniel Ricciardo's last hurrah. As much as fans love him, it might really be his last moments in Formula One, or it could just be the ebbing and flowing of those rumors, as always. One driver, however, who has exceeded expectations is Franco Colapinto. Fans were not very impressed with Franco Colapinto when he crashed the Williams first time out. But he has exceeded expectations. He scored points in a Williams, which is a notable achievement. Alexander Albon also scoring points at Baku last time out. So he has really exceeded expectations and performed at least on par with the car, if not outperformed the car. And as such, rumors of his seat have also emerged. So currently, rumors are on the table that he will be going to Audi from next year. Audi, if you'll remember, set to take over Sauber, which is currently Stake Kick Sauber, will become Audi Sauber next year. So there are rumors of Franco Colapinto moving to Audi next year. Franco Colapinto has responded saying that he is fully focused on the rest of the year with Williams. If you don't know yet, the situation with Franco Colapinto is that he will have a race seat with Williams until the end of the year when Carlos Sainz becomes available to then fulfill his contract that he has with Williams to start from next year. Meaning Franco Colapinto, if he doesn't take that Audi seat, he might be out of a seat for next year. And what a better place to start than Nico Hulkenberg with years and years and years and notably no podiums in Formula One. So maybe not the best place to start, but a good enough place for a rookie looking for a seat. And then in other Red Bull news, there are some organizational changes occurring at Red Bull as their sporting director, Jonathan Wheatley, is set to move to Sauber/Audi as well next year. So currently it seems that Max Verstappen's race engineer, Giampiero Lambiase, is the favorite to become the sporting director at Red Bull Racing in the absence of Jonathan Wheatley. But again, something that remains to be seen.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Irina Marie. It's such fascinating stuff to see somebody with so much expertise in terms of the Formula One. We just hope that things will get better. Well, participants at the city of Windhoek World Carefree Fun Walk gathered today, and at the point of the race, it was indeed one of those days where people obviously are delivering. The Carefree Day aims to encourage vehicle owners to explore alternative modes of transportation, fostering a shift towards sustainable transit solutions. Obviously, we were not able to be there, but definitely something to cheer on, something to appreciate. We will now go for a short break, and after that, we bring you at what we can expect in the next coming weeks. Now, the biggest thing we anticipate, of course, it is the boxing competition that Philippus Energy Ngitumbwa will be taking part in. One of the things that Namibians have been yearning for is a world title, and we hope that Ngitumbwa's fight can bring him closer to that victory. Let's hear from the team.
Moses, and of course, now we got guys like Zaita, John, Energy. The list go on and on. So this guy, what I just mentioned, he's in the world trading, or was in the world trading, or been world champion, or they are future world champions. And of course,
Like you know, Energy, Philippus Energy, one of our top boxers, and is rated in the top 10 in the world. And that is a big achievement, especially from a country like Namibia, where we really don't have like equipment, we have funds. And of course, what we have managed to produce this. Normally, in this, if you talk to world class boxing administrators or promoters, those people they got TV right, they got big sponsors, but they're struggling to produce a world champion or a world rated boxer. But yeah, we achieve it, and that's a big achievement for us. We're very proud for ourselves. So Energy Philippines, he went to Philippines last year. It's rated number 5. Because he went to fight against John Reyes Casamiro, where he lost very controversial decision on point. And of course, we bring him back. He said, oh, come, let's go home. But we're not going to go and sleep. We're going back to the drawing board. Start working hard. Yet, so far, he had already 2 fights for WBO regional titles, where he won. And he went back to in the top 10. I believe now he's number 9. And of course, that number 9 is very high rating in the world. And now he got another opportunity. Fight in the Asia again, this time in Japan. Gonna fight against Oguni Yokorini from Japan. And on the undercard of Samero, the guy who defeated him racially. So all this fight will take place in Yokohama, Japan on the 13th October. You know, the pound for pound super bantamweight champion is from Japan. That is just a good thing, him to fight in Japan. Because the victory there is going to lead him to fight for the world title. So, and of course, we also in negotiation with the promoter, him to get the rematch with Casamiro. So this fight is very important for us. Now it's why we work very hard to get this fight, and we're working very hard in the gym to be in a top shape. He's already in a good shape. Been sparring already with the top class sparring partners. So he's ready for the fight. But we have to tune up, work on few mistakes. Because in boxing, in sport, you have to work always. You have to correct your mistake all the time and to get better and better. So that's what we've been doing. In Energy, come the 13th October in Yokohama, in Japan, we will produce another stunning performance to get him in a very top 3 to go to the mandatory and to get the shot to the world title. So, of course, it's not easy to get a fight like this. It's about connection, it's about hard work, and so on. And of course, we have also to thank our sponsors, MTC, our main sponsor, PST Bet, our co-sponsor, keep us together, for sure, to maintain the standard of boxing in the world from here, Namibia. So because without that funding, we're not going to be where we are today. And of course, it's also hard working from our team. Of course, the boxer themselves. Like I said before, if someone telling you is going to fight for the world title, you must ask him, where are you rated in the world? Are you in the top 50? It's not a lot of guys can answer you, because you cannot fight for the world title if you're not in the top 50. That's why we always try to do regional titles. It's very expensive. But if you want to achieve something, you have to do those titles. And of course, Energy is ready for the 13th October in Japan, Yokohama, against Oguni, who's a very high-rated boxer. And also had a technical draw versus Casamiro. So that fight, just a fight made in heaven for us. Okay, that's such an opportunity. Because we are very confident. Of course, it's not going to be walk in the park. It's a tough one, but energy can do it. We can do it. Energy, opportunity for you, it's opportunity for Namibia, it's opportunity for Africa. So let's go there and do our job. All of us, let me give energy opportunity to say something. How you feel? Are you ready? Are you for the fight? To be feeling very blessed to get the opportunity again to perform in Asia and in the home ground of the world champion, pound for pound, who's fighting. He's gonna fight also now. About 2 hours to go. He's fighting, defending his title, and of course, just talk to the nation. I don't want to talk to you. I don't also want to fight for you. They don't only organize for you, arrange for a big fight for you, but you have to go there and fight yourself. Talk to the nation.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. First of all, just want to thank my sponsor, uh, our main sponsor, NTC, and also PST Bet. And I also want to thank my personal sponsor, Elimo, for this big opportunity again. And I'm also like thank my big man here, promoter, is always making connection. And also want to thank my sparring partner, Nata, John, Charles Cinema, and all of those guys. And Mukungu, I saw and Matthews 8,000, the beast is also here. And I also like to thank my coaches for always keeping me busy every single day and always make sure that energy is on the field, is energy is on the gym. So yeah. Like I'm saying, like on this fight, yeah, we will be ready for the guy. We will be ready for this fight, and we can know it on October 15th. And I will make sure that I will bring it home. I'll make sure that the victory will be back home. I will make sure that I will beat this guy. So nothing will stop me beating this guy. I don't even care what people are saying or what anyone saying about me or about this guy. So as long as I'm going there and make it happen, and yeah, so can't even wait October 15th. Thank you.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
It was indeed something lovely there to see. Obviously, we do expect that Energy Gitumbwa will go all the way and make sure that he brings a title home. Speaking of titles, obviously the English Premier League is continuing this week, and among the news that we're hearing so far is that it is still 0-0 between Manchester United and Crystal Palace, while Chelsea FC made sure that they are shining, with Jackson scoring a brace there and Cole Palmer scoring one to make sure that they beat West Ham. That is 3-0 in the London Derby. Obviously, we expect some fireworks from the other teams. The season has just started. We don't know how much or how far it is going to go in terms of the Premier League. Obviously, many rooting for clubs like Manchester City that have been doing well so far, as well as Liverpool. Well, that is all we had for you today. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. Goodbye.